Hello. Hello, hello. How are you? Hey, Lon. Let me, there we go. You're playing the Wuwa update? Oh, yeah. Did Wuthering Waves also have an update? Oh my gosh. It's like they all timed them together. That's wild. Let me see. This one's a little too hype. Let's get some cozy music. There we go. That's like barely in the background. That's good. You're planning whether to play or not the Marvel game? I think it's really fun personally, but it's definitely up to each person. If you liked Overwatch, you'd like this. I think it's pretty nice. The ranked climb isn't too bad, honestly. It's very generous about like how much you lose or gain. So I think it's pretty good. Okay. So I am very excited for this one actually. I've always wanted to try this because we're doing it, not to spoil it yet, but we are spoiling it. We're doing a paint by numbers. The reason I picked the paint by numbers is because I have always tried to do like paintings and you know, make things look really pretty, like do like Bob Ross style and stuff and follow tutorials, and I feel like it never comes out good. But this has the lines and everything for me. It's all there. So theoretically, I should be an artist among artists with this. I should be able to paint the most beautiful, you know, art that you've ever seen. We'll see how true that is, but theoretically. Rectangle. This is a paint inside the line skill test, but I don't trust it. And let me show you why I don't trust it. Okay, this is it. This is it. The reason it looks blurry is because it's very poorly printed. And here's where we start the, I don't know if I trust this. We'll see. This seems like, I mean, it all makes sense. But we'll see. I'll show you the box, why I'm really hesitant about this, but this is how we're supposed to end up at the end of today. If it stops being blurry. Okay, well, oh, maybe here, I'll just hold it. Okay, so this is how we're supposed to end up. Yeah, so there's definitely duplicate numbers because you're painting by numbers. So like you use all of 1 and then 2 and you go like that. So duplicate numbers are perfectly acceptable. This is a paint by numbers canvas, and so it tells you where to paint things in. We'll see how it goes. Theoretically, we're gonna end here. We're gonna end here, but we're gonna see. Hi, Blue. How are you? Hello. I'm doing good. I have a like a berry agua fresca, and it's very tasty. But yeah, this is where we're gonna end up. I don't trust it, but this is where we're supposed to end up. Okay, but let me grab the box really fast, so. Yeah. Okay. So. This entire thing, 100%, was AI generated, this box. I don't explain to you, or very poorly put through Google Translate. I don't know which, but it's pretty bad. It did not have this indication when I ordered it, but I don't know. I didn't look strongly at the packaging. We're gonna see. then paints don't need to be diluted. According to the instructions, no, but it's really hard to understand the instructions, so I don't know, actually. What flavor? Oh, the agua fresca? Berry. It's like it was a mixed berry. Mixed berry. Or it's still a mixed berry because I'm still drinking it. Ooh, oh my gosh, I hope you start to feel better, Juan. Ah, I thought that you were going to paint with like pencils. Oh, no, we're not painting. It's paint. These are the paints. These are what this is what we're using. We could use watercolor pencils, but no, they've provided the things for us. They've provided really jank paintbrushes. I've tried to rescue them a little bit. You can see I have them in water soaking right now. But it's like, oh, okay, it's softened up. It was like really hard before. This paintbrush was okay. This is a okay paintbrush. But look, it will be the best present for your family, friends, lover, and yourself. And then, okay, here, let me just give you a little example of the great... Okay, here's a great example. Okay. Display your masterpiece. If you like how your painting turned out, frame your creation or mat it and hang it on your wall. Here. See, clear an area, we did that. Cover with old newspaper, we didn't do that. Newsprint. Also, you can prepare a bottle of water for bread. Some of these just don't have spaces, which I think is hilarious. Washing by yourself. Okay, that's fine. Filled in the areas that marked with numbers with the corresponding color. That's pretty straightforward, I think. I believe it's just saying to fill in the numbers. Rather paint one color at a time from the largest area of this color to the smallest, working from the top of the painting down. Again, we have 2 step 2s. We go from step 1, 2, 2 to 4. Yeah, I don't know if they didn't type it out fast. I don't know if they put it through Google Translate. I don't know what happened, but yeah, exactly. There's no step 3. There was no quality checking at all. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they read before they put this. But step 2, I think it's saying rather paint one color from... I think you just start from the biggest spot to the smallest spot. I think that's what it's saying, right? Rather paint one color at a time from the largest areas of this color to this. But is it saying start from the largest areas of one color, or start with the largest areas and work your way? I don't know. Honestly, the QA is not helping here, so we're gonna struggle. Okay, now we lost step 3 again. Who knows which step 2 is correct? And then step 4. By starting with the larger ones, you'll be more practice using the brush and paint by the time you can get to the smallest areas, which can be quite fiddly to paint. Right? Maybe? Large to small. Yeah, largest spots first, then small, because small can be fiddly. And then having the brush control to paint accurately up to an edge or a specific point. I think we can do that. Probably. Make 3 times and 3x make it transparent. It does. Oh yeah, you see this? Yeah. So up here they have to make the colors transparent, to make the colors transparent, to make there's 3 different ways apparently to make the colors transparent, but the pictures don't. It's just, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna pick a color. I think I'm gonna start with the lightest colors and go to the darkest, and then I'm gonna start in the big areas and go. So that's my strategy. I don't know what this thing wants me to do, but to make more pastel, I don't know. Oh, and then it said if you want it to look good after finishing your artwork, you can add the detail on it to make it more vivid, lively with your creative. I love this box so much. It's suitable for all ages though. Oh, kindly reminder, y'all. The pigment is rapid drying. Make sure the lid is off when you don't use it. I assume make sure the lid is on. If it's rapid drying, you probably want the lid on. I couldn't really tell you, but I think that's correct. The pigment is spreadability. You can modify it when make a mistake. Oh my gosh. When you don't use the paintbrush, please remember to watch it clearly. Due to the printing reason, there may be some discrepancies of the color between the reference picture and the product. So there's like, yeah, it's not gonna look how it's supposed to. That's not our fault. If you're experienced, you can paint your artwork creatively. If not, no creative. Is there a year on this box? Oh, there's a temperature. It's from 0 to 40 degrees Celsius. I'm American, so that doesn't mean... Oh, the paints are not edible either. In case you were wondering, the paints are not edible. No. There's no year on it, but it did pass the international something. Maybe 2007? It smells really bad too. Like the box itself does not smell good, in case you were considering smelling it. Oh, but the paintbrush, I don't know if you can see this. The paintbrush is made of a high elastic, what does it say? High elastic nylon. It helps you paint more comfortably, easily, and brightly. This box is just honestly the best part of this whole project. I'm kind of in love with it. I was kind of thinking of framing it on my wall. Because if I wanted to frame it, they did provide me with wood and a tutorial to make, I guess, like an easel? I don't know. I'm actually kind of shocked it came with this, but it came with the stuff to put it on an easel. Easel? How much did you pay for it? Great question, Pouring. Let me see. I hope I didn't pay more than $10. I feel like I try to keep my crafts, like, budget-wise below $10. And on sale, but we'll see. I paid... $9.99. I was right. I was right. $9.99. Yeah. So that's not horrible. Is it sniffable? Refund. Oh my gosh. I mean, you can smell. I wish you could provide smell to chat. I wish I could just send this. I mean, okay, I guess there's some people that could do some weird stuff with it, but I wish you guys could, maybe y'all all just need to order this and sniff it so you can understand, but it smells odd. Very chemical. Very chemical. Only real horsehair brushes. Oh, no, this is all you need. This high elastic nylon brush. It's soft. Y'all feel the softness? Scuff instructions, scuff box, scuff product, scuff stream, scuff streamer. Oh my god. I wanted a little less. This 2025 was supposed to be my year of not scuff, and then this came in. The paint is toothpaste. It's not edible toothpaste though. I don't know who's eating their toothpaste, but just in case you were, it's not edible. Yum. Sorry, I was drinking my drink. Okay. So I guess 12 is the biggest. Should we just start with 12? I do have other paintbrushes. I do if we get desperate, but my goal is to follow the packaging. My goal is to only use what they provided to me. You want to be an astronaut when you grow up? Sorry, Rectangle. Maybe, okay, that's true. If you're an astronaut and it's allowed, you can eat your toothpaste. That's allowed. We give permission. Yeah, these are the only ways we can, you know, get fiddly with our paintbrush or with our paint. This is so scuffed. Okay, so what do we want to start with? They said the biggest first. I think the 12 looks biggest, but I don't know if y'all can see, there are these very little, what would you call these? They're 8s. So we gotta be careful so that, because they said the smaller the 8s will be fiddly. Every time I move this canvas, it smells so bad. I can't even describe. Oh, they gave us this second paintbrush. It's really jank and I'm hoping to avoid it, but I probably can't. It was like, okay. I hope they gave us enough paint. Well, you know, we're gonna find out. Okay. I also am not putting anything underneath, not because I don't trust my skills, but because I am lazy. So the goal is to not get paint on my nice desk mat, but you know, what can you do? If my creative goes too hard, you know, there's no stopping it. Oh, I just saw Rectangle made a comment about the paper underneath. Hi Wolf, how are you? The spill is gonna be inevitable, but we might not have enough paint for it. Oh, I do have this bowl of water. That's what it's been soaking in. And some paper towels. So we are somewhat prepared. And I don't know, I have this painter's tape. Because I guess we're painting. It just made sense, you know, like logistically. Okay, here we go. It's the same color as the canvas! No, it's slightly different. Only a true artist could identify. Oh, I like this sweater a lot. I don't know why I chose to use this sweater. Oh, it covers the number. I'm not gonna lie. I thought the number wasn't gonna... I thought it was gonna be like too cheap of paint to cover the number. Okay. Okay, this is good so far. It covered the number. Yeah, believe in the me who can be the greatest creative. Just for a reminder, okay? You know, the little here. This is what we're going for. It looks nothing. These two paint colors, nothing alike. Their disclaimer's already kind of coming in handy. Oh, also another disclaimer. I'm actually not good at painting. That was the whole premise of getting this project, was I'm not good at painting, and my paintings always like end up so jank. And so I was like, well, what if I just... If this painting goes really well, and you know, y'all are super impressed with my skills, then I'll be brave enough to show y'all my bad paintings. How does that sound? I think that's fair. If this goes about as stuffed as I think it'll go, then no, okay, so sometimes the 12s don't get covered up. Everyone's about to go order it and get their own masterpieces for themselves. Dude, okay, actually, sometimes the 12s don't get... I can still see the 12 through it. We're gonna have to do like 3 coats of the 12. I guess what can you do, you know? It is a different color than the canvas, just barely, just enough. The one clay sculpture I'm proud of making is the one I made inside a plastic bag where I couldn't see what I was doing. That's such a mood. Actually, the craft for next week, funny that you should say that, is clay sculpting. There was like a sale on crafts. I don't know if anyone's familiar with the craft store Joann's, but it's been going out of business for like 5 years. And this year they're like, no, really, like we're gonna be gone. Like you're gonna miss us when we're gone. And so everything's on sale. ZD, oh, you missed the lore, Wolf. It's exactly, I mean, it's not the actual number, but all of the English on this box is aggressively bad. Like there was no here, this is the best example. There's 2 step 2s. We go 1, 2, 2, 4, 5. Like the quality on this is exceptionally, there's like average questionable, and then there's this. And you know what the wildest part? Okay, I know you can't trust reviews anymore on Amazon, but I will say, y'all, the reviews for this were extremely high, and I usually look at the pictures. People posted pictures of their, quote, completed art, and it looked really well done. I was like, wow, that looks legit. That looks exactly like the picture that it's saying it's supposed to end up. I got bamboozled. I was like trying to do my research, but they tricked me. Was there a sale on furnaces in Kelly? Yeah, well, we're not going... It's air dry clay. It's air dry clay, so it's not a... Is that... what? Did I just cover a number? Oh, that little smudge was an 8. We won't cover it. Oh my gosh. Oh, is DBN who signed it? Wait, that's so funny. Oh, the person who I guess designed it. You can't even see it. It's honestly, this is how it's gonna end up. But that's the name of the artist. This is their painting number. True art. That's just the computer that did it. Oh, we gotta be careful keeping the lid open on this thing though. This is kind of like a go Where's Waldo too, because we gotta find all the places that number 12 shows up. You know? You're barely... Yeah, I'm the one that's keeping it going every year. I go for crafts. I have every person who does crafts in the United States has like 3 craft stores they can pick from. There's Hobby Lobby, there's Joann's, and there's that third one that I never remember because I get anxious going inside of it because it's so, like, everything is everywhere. I just go to Joann's. I like their fabric selection, and I usually go fabric shopping when I go to craft stores, and then other crafts I pick up are just, like, bonus crafts, you know? I'm like 99% sure it's AI art. I didn't think it was when I got it, but now look at where we are. It didn't seem like it, but we're here. It's so hard now to get stuff. Kind of wild. Craft stores can be very expensive, I do agree. Yeah, for $10, I'm gonna get a couple hours of entertainment from this, and I already laughed pretty hard at the box, so it's not bad. Okay, so now here we're in the find it phase. That was easy. That was easy. Now we gotta find all the 12s. Okay. I thought I saw... Oh, here's a 12. It's so tiny though. Okay, we're in the fiddly part now, y'all. We're in the fiddly part of the craft. If the year 2007 was on the box, it's not AI, but just one-click Photoshop. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't understand. It was 2007 on the box, but also like... I don't know. I don't know what's happening. They said it'll be fiddly though. I don't even know if my camera, y'all can see what I'm doing. You can let me know, I suppose. But at this point, you're so used to the bad quality of my streams, I think it might be just part of the experience that y'all enjoy. Dude, this paintbrush has like metal coming off of it. I don't know if you can see, it's so bad. The sky is supposed to be blue, and no, not according to JZPBN005. Thank you very much. That's not their vision. And the size is 20 by 30. Who knows what that means, what the units are or anything, but it's 20 by 30. Here, to inspire you. Put some respect on his name. Oh, where does this... Dude, this is... Okay, wait, let me just show y'all. Let me show you. Do y'all see this? This 12? Look, it's like a winded. Why did they... It's so windy. This is why they said it's fiddly. Please don't dirty my sweater. I know, I love this sweater. It's my streaming sweater. I would be so sad. I feel like I should have put a different sweater on, one that I didn't care about, but now we're here. I should just be wearing like not sleeves, probably would be smarter. It's an ad day? I don't control the ads once they start running. It's supposed to be 30 seconds every hour is what I have Twitch set to, because that's the smallest they would let me go. I think you get a longer ad when you join the stream, and then a small ad. Is that? And then you get like a smaller ad every hour, but I don't know. "100% AI generated CGI cats, not real cats." It's an AI ad for the AI painting. Oh, jeez. Crunch, like the chocolate bar? That's my favorite chocolate bar. Oh my gosh, tell them to sponsor me. How did Marvel Rivals go? You know, I ended up pretty much back where I was at the beginning of the stream. It was pretty rough. I had a lot of fun, but I would say from like a climbing perspective, we didn't make progress. And then I played more after stream, and then I played more the next day. I'm still about in the same spot, but I'm having fun, you know? count for something. I'm having a blast. I did feel really bad. I did have one game where someone locked in Rocket Raccoon before I did, and I don't know how to play anyone except the raccoon. And so I was trying to play another role, and I was kind of like throwing, not on purpose throwing, but like I'm sure my team thought I was trying my best, but I like couldn't play any other roles, and that made me feel really bad because then my team was stuck with me, you know? Can you actually declare a rivalry? Oh, like you have the tag team, can you have a rivalry? I don't know. That would be kind of interesting. Have they already started like esports for Marvel Rivals? Does anyone know? I kind of want to watch some epic raccoon gameplay. Oh, here's a 12. We are almost out of paint though. This color is like so matchy that it's hard to figure out if I'm actually painting anything. It's definitely fiddly. Yeah, exactly. I think that's the most important part. That's also what I mean, I'll climb a little bit, like, to gold, and then I hope that I plateau there, because I don't want to get into the really sweaty lobbies where I actually have to have the sound on. Like, it was actually a little weird streaming it, because usually I'm blasting, like, old 2000s anime music in my ear while I play. Is that a 12? What? Do you guys see this right here? It's just... Is that a 12? It's just on the 14, but it's not doing anything. What is this? You'll see that, right? What do we think that... This is a 14, not a 12, right? Yeah, I think that it's just hanging out. It's just... It's on an adventure. We're not gonna paint that spot. Oh, you're right. The maestro... Of course. The blob. I'll just paint over the 12. The number 12. Where was it? Oh, it's right here. We'll just do that. There we go. I know the song, but I can't remember it. It's just like cozy music is what it is. Like DMCA free cozy music. Let's see. A friend convinced you to finally give League a chance. What did you think of League? I want to get back into League. Everyone's getting back into League. Oh, here's a 12. Everyone's getting back into League. What champion did you play? I think we got all the 12s. If there's more, I don't see them. Oh, there's actually one little 12 right here. There we go. Okay. We're done with 12. Oh, the league needs a pass right now? Really? We gotta close this because they said it's sensitive. Quick drying. Just another 12 below your left. Really? Oh, there is! Okay, let's see if we can... With what's left on the paintbrush. Let me steal some from over here. I just closed it. Give me some of that paint. There we go. It's like it never even existed. Playing with Twitch. Oh, Twitch is fun. I was an Ash one trick, so you know, that says a lot about me as a person. What color is 13? I don't want to work with white. I want to work with like a darker color. Let's do 9. 9's a cool color. Oh, I just put it, the paint. I just got the paint on me. There we go. For the rare instance that I have my sleeves rolled up. Well, it got on my hand, luckily. Oh, there's 9. 9's right there. We can't have a spill count for me. Okay. Let me clean. There we go. Okay. We are ready. But yeah, League is definitely, it's just about being fun. I would turn off chat personally, but if everyone's being nice, then you don't have to. Ugh. Okay. We're gonna turn this sideways. We're just gonna get a better angle, you know? Here, I'll leave your inspiration up here. This is not the right paintbrush to be using. I should be using the smaller one, but it's okay. It can be part of the, like, aesthetic, you know? Because we have to cover up the lines anyways, so we kind of want to go outside of them, don't you think? Ding, ding, ding. Bum, bum. Yeah, this is not the right paintbrush to be using. I'm gonna grab the other paintbrush. This is a little scuffed. Dota 2 versus League. Dota 2 is more fun to watch. League of Legends is more fun to play, personally. Dota 2 just has too much happening. Like, as like a casual player, if you just want to play, like, you know, a chill game and turn your brain off for a bit, Dota 2 is not the thing to do. You gotta have your, like, your thinking cap on the whole time. Whereas League of Legends, like, it's okay to just turn your brain off in CS for 5 minutes. There's a lot of songs about Dota. I feel like the Darude Sandstorm is like the one I most iconically. But there's also the one dun 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 dun. Yeah. I watched and played a lot of Dota in my college years. I'm not really up to date with it now. But I feel like the early TIs was kind of peak Dota. In my personal opinion. Did I watch Momentary Lily? I didn't. Would you recommend it? Yeah, by Base Hunter. Base Hunter, I guess whichever way you want to go about it. All the OGs played Aeon of Strife. That's a blast from the past. Okay. Oh no! The maestro! The genius! Okay, y'all. Here's time for I Spy. We're looking for the number 9. It's like Dora the Explorer. Do you see the number 9? I do! Swiper, no swiping! Okay, I'm like propping my arm up so that it won't get in the thing. So if it looks like I'm weirdly painting, it's because I am. I'm putting my fashion above my art. That's how you know I'm not a real one. There we go. The word from the top. I know, but then I'd be changing colors every 2 seconds. And you know what? The box also said in order to keep the paints from drying, keep the cap off. So, you know, how much trust can we really keep in the box? It's questionable at best. Why do I feel like we keep picking colors that, like, don't have a lot of painting space? I feel like we're not picking our colors well. We're gonna end up coming back to these colors and being like, wow, look at all this blank space. Oh, here's some. Like the Taylor Swift song? I don't actually remember how that song goes. Taylor Swift have songs that aren't about her ex-boyfriend. She also sings songs about, like, just regular fights she's having, you know? And they're not always about her ex, sometimes they're about her current. Or she's singing about herself, like, feels like 22, something, you, something. I don't know, I haven't listened to a Taylor Swift song in a long time, actually. But I liked her a lot in high school. And like I said, when you turn 22, you have to blast 22. Yeah, I'm very up to date with her music. But I liked her old stuff. I just don't listen to her new stuff. I don't listen to anyone's new stuff. I just don't listen to new stuff. Is this one of the paintbrush hairs? And be gone. Okay, I think we got all the 9s. Oh, no, we didn't. There's this little... Looks like a little jelly bean, kinda. Do y'all see the vision? Do you see it coming together? The time lapse for this is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be 10 out of 10. Yaosobi said, yeah, rebirth. That's how you prevent aging. Eurobeat. Have I listened to Eurobeat? Maybe I have. I don't know. Oh, there's another 9 here. Every time I think I'm done, it just puts me right back in. That looks good. Dude, I'm very intimidated about this area down here. I think we got it all. Okay. I guess we'll just do the other color on the planet. Yeah. Yeah. Trying to the time you found out Venga Boys wasn't an American band. I don't know a lot of bands. I'm so just out of date. Ugh, 13's a boring color. These colors, like 13, it's just hard to see. It's hard to know if it's on the canvas, you know? Hi, Pipa, how are you? Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Wait, what's that? Okay. Here's where it becomes art, y'all. Do y'all see this? We're gonna turn it sideways to try to keep them getting too, you know, paint brushy. But this is where the art comes in. I hope y'all are ready for this. We're gonna have our first fully done section. We're now going from like just a painting to art. You found a repair spot for your Nintendo Lite? That's so exciting! Wow, I sound so old calling it a Nintendo. I'm so happy for you. It's nice to try to get things repaired instead of just replacing them. Y'all see the vision? You're pre-typing. No, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be, and that's all you can ask of it. The thing is, I have to kind of paint outside the lines to hide the lines, you know? Like, if I don't do that, then they're gonna show. But, like, I think the sky needed to be a darker color, personally. These, like, all these colors are way too close together. my model is just me looking down the entire time. I don't really know how to properly angle a model for this. Are there like birds on this moon? I guess we're supposed to like blend it out a little bit. Here, I'll like blend it out a little bit. I don't know. Save it? Did that ruin it? Does it feel saved or ruined? Yeah, it looks like metallic, right? It's just a little bit off. I forgot what color we're on. 13. Okay. Going down. Going down. Let's paint this upside down. There we go. I see some 13s on this side. We're sweeping this side. Yeah, I definitely see what this thing meant by fiddly. I definitely feel like it's fiddly. Yeah. Oh, you can't see anything. As above, yeah, so it said you're supposed to start from the top and work your way down, but we kind of messed that up early. The moon is gone. We don't have that anymore. Okay, I think I got it. Now we go back, bring it around. Dude, every time I move it, I get a whiff of just the horrible smell of this canvas. Oh, there's so much like little stuff. I'm trying so hard here. I wonder like if we gain knowledge and we get another one, and yeah, we're getting scammed again, but maybe we can do it better, you know? Oh, I do have the I think I got the Kingdom Hearts games to play through. We do have that. Oh, we're not eating the oh, there's more 13s here. The thing is, if I were to stream Kingdom Hearts, it would take a long time. Are y'all okay staying on the same game for like 2 weeks? Because that's what would have to happen to get through the game. And also, are y'all okay with me being stuck on Maleficent for like half of that time? I am baking in Maleficent time. Because that's the only way. If not, I would just play it off stream. Some games like I really want to play, but I don't know if they'd be good for streaming, if that makes sense. 13. I don't know if that's a yes or a no. Here's a 13. You're slowly getting the 13s. What is the optimal Kingdom Hearts voice language? I mean, when I was playing as a kid, I only had the option to play in English. I was playing on like my Game Boy SP. So I guess my answer would have to be English because it's the only one I played in. It'd be fun? Okay, we can do it then. We'll do it. It's gonna be quite the adventure. Oh gosh, I'm painting over all this. I feel like I should have done the darker stuff first. Just because all the lighter stuff is like painting over it, but also I would probably end up like painting over the darker stuff when I put the lighter. So I guess it's better to have the darker stuff later. It's just hard. Always wanted to play Kingdom Hearts, but you bet do it nothing like I imagine. I like what apparently is like the least liked Kingdom Hearts game, so I don't know if my opinion is very valid, but I just have so many memories associated with that Maleficent, the card Kingdom Hearts game, that like, that's the one. The one. What is? I don't know what Organization 13 is. I think we got all the 13s. When do we start painting the greens? I want to paint the greens. I think this 6 sticks out to me. Let's do the 6 next. Wait, is that a 13 there or a smudge? I think it's just a smudge. Too lighthearted? Do you like darker games? Get this. Okay, let's find number 6. Please be. Ooh, our first kind of green color. I'm excited for this. Open sesame, dude. I'm gonna spill this everywhere. Ugh. It's a disaster. Okay. I'm gonna turn this sideways for this part. My idea after the stream was to put together like a cool time lapse of the whole thing coming together, but I'm pretty sure for a time lapse you need to have not had everything on its side, like rotating every which direction. So goodbye time lapse idea. It would have made a cool video. Ooh, this darker color is kind of nice because I don't have to put 100 layers on it. I'm pretty sure these are all 8s. Pew, pew. Yeah, it'll be a very chaotic time lapse. We could just do a chaos lapse, I suppose. What is time but infinite chaos, right? The paint is pretty quick drying. They did assure us it was quick drying paint, and I would say that part was not a scam. I like this green color a lot. Very nice. Dude, how do people do... I watch a lot of like art videos and people do the coolest, nicest, like most cozy to watch time lapses, and it's all perfect. I don't know how they keep things so still. So impressive. It'd be funny if I just had the wrong color. I just grabbed the wrong color. When you get around to Dark Souls or near 10 years from now, we shall have a massive lore talk about all the horrible things. Oh gosh. We do need to do a Dark Souls too. The thing is, I have the old Dark Souls, and everyone's like, you need the new one. The old one's really, like, not fun to play. I was like, it's not fun to play either way, but... I guess we can make the experience marginally better. I should ask. I get so shy. I guess it would be a compliment to be like, hey, your videos are so cozy and impressive. How do you do it? Golly, really? Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Porn. I hope you have a good evening. You'll see a beautifully finished project or product if you skip to the end of the video. We're gonna flush all of our creativity down this project, you know? Oh, Nutella heard me say, have a good evening and goodbye. And she was like, bet? Time to play? It's true. Yeah, they'd like it. The old one kind of needs a mod to work, but for the rest, it's fine. I have the oldest one, Dark Souls 1. The one that started it all. Gosh, I remember watching friends play that in college. I actually remember we were watching a friend play on Discord, and we were like laughing and chatting and just hanging out. And then they're like, oh man, chat's loving y'all. And we were like, chat? And I didn't know what chat meant because I didn't know about Twitch and stuff. They're like, yeah, I'm streaming. I was like, what does that mean? And then my other friend explained to me. I was like, dude, turn that off. I thought we were just hanging out, you know? I would have been more careful with what I said. This was back, of course, when you had like, you know, 50 people or so watching your stream. You were like a massive streamer on Twitch. By massive, I mean like you were probably like top in your category. So weird to think about that. Wonder if multiplayer still works for the old one. No multiplayer Dark Souls. It's just people for bullying. Prepare to Cry. That sounds like it's a hard one. Okay, so that's 6. Oh, there was some more 6 up here. We can paint this area without getting our sleeve dirty. Is that a 12? We already used 12. Should we cover it? No, we'll come back to it. We're not coming back to it. We're covering it. No one say anything about this one that got covered. Shh, it didn't happen. There's a little tiny smudge of white that was supposed to be here. If we remember at the end that we feel like the composition of this is completely off because of the smudge missing right here, just remind me. We'll come back to it. There's a popular lore series called Prepare to Cry. Aw, I don't want to watch like sad lore stuff. Oh, there's a lot of stuff over here. Wow. I wonder if there's people that actually so delicately paint in between the lines. Like, if I perfectly followed this, would I actually have like a replica? Or was it doomed no matter what, is my question. Online services no longer available. That's a bummer. But I mean, the studio's probably focused on other things now, and they want their like financial resources to go to other things and holding those servers up. I kind of like some of the freestyling we're getting here. Feels like we're getting some interesting variation. There's also like, see, some of the numbers are like on the edge. It's kind of hard to know. Sorry, time lapse. You're really getting out of hand right now. There we go. There we go. AI stabilization, is that a thing? The point is to make it your own. I agree, Wolf. Thank you. Yeah, the point is, you know, to bend the art to your will. Make it yours. You teleport to that. I think I can kind of like see little pieces coming together. I just put my finger in the paint. Oh, I put the smudges are part of the experience. Actually, okay, so one of the things I'm trying to do, I don't know if y'all can see this from the way I'm painting. I'm trying to like fan out and smudge the edges. That way everything kind of blurs together. I don't know if that's actually gonna work, but that's my strategy. Spill count 2! Wait, did I spill? Did I get it on my sleeve already? I probably did. You know what's funny? I'm painting like this. Y'all can't even see what I'm doing. I'm covering everything. This is the most cinematic angle, though. Hi, Taco. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. How am I? I am good. I am good. I am, painting a masterpiece currently. It's gonna be the prettiest painting. I'm gonna make Val hang it up in our office. It's gonna be like the centerpiece of our office setup every single day. You know, when I'm on a call with coworkers, I'm gonna be like, I did that. This is mine. New paint. Oh no! I hope you start to feel better, Taco. I'm sorry to hear that. This is the goal of the end product. Allegedly. Allegedly, this is how it's gonna turn out. We'll see. Hey, no! I've been wanting to get like a bunch of framed pictures of my dogs and cats like pooping, and then put that as the paintings in our bathroom. But I think even for my reputation, that may be a little too unhinged of decorations. Be funny though. We have guests like once a year, just over for the holidays, so it'd more just be entertainment for us. It's gonna be, you just gotta believe. Okay, when we get down to these little bits, it's like, how does anyone, and also all the 12s are showing through. We're gonna have to redo everything 12. Oh, you even see a 12 spot that we missed. Just completely missed, not even half missed. Ding, 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 ding. They weren't kidding when they called this fiddly. What is Twitch doing that you hate? Is it the, are they playing too many ads? I have heard ads have gotten a little out of hand on Twitch. But that's why I stream on both, to make it easier. Everyone has their options, you know? But there's been an animal parcel that's snapping pictures of them pooping. There might be actually. Perhaps we should look into that before we do the memes. They have a pop-up because they have an ad blocker. Does it stop ads? No, but now I get the screen covered every 20 minutes. What? That's so annoying. I really I like being an affiliate because I have emotes and I can spam my emotes everywhere. But if Twitch gave me an option as a streamer, I'm a small streamer, right? I don't have a lot of views. And I stream as a hobby. So Twitch gave me an option to pay like $5, which is probably more than the amount that they make on me in ads a month. Because for my share of the revenue, like I said, every stream I probably get like a cent or something in ads. Like, it's super not, I mean, I run the smallest amount of ads I possibly can, but even then I get like a cent, not even a cent sometimes, a stream. So they can't make more than probably like $2 or $3 off of me a month. So if they let me pay like $5 or $10 a month to turn off ads on my channel despite being affiliate, I would take that up in a heartbeat. That would make me so happy to be able to do, because I feel like ads are very like interruptive. You know? Very interruptive. Just some deal with ad blockers, showing how good. Yeah. Yeah, they like really figure it out. Yeah, you just gotta take things at your own pace. I agree, Wolf. But dude, if Twitch rolled out that feature, I would be the first to snatch it up. And I assume they'd have to have some sort of limit, you know? Like, obviously, if I'm a 1,000 viewer stream, like, then Twitch is actually making money. But I'm talking about the streams like mine, where, like, me giving $5 would actually be more beneficial to them. Support your streamer, I'm like... I know, exactly. The support your streamer thing's kind of goofy. That's the thing. It's like, it's not really, I mean, for bigger streamers, certainly, but like for a stream of my size, it's not really, like, I appreciate every view from like it's just fun to hang out and chat with y'all sort of perspective, you know? I hope I still have that view if I ever got like larger views, but for me, it's just like, I'm just glad people are hanging out. Yeah, like, exactly. Just let me pay some small nominal fee and get rid of it anyways. No one likes the experience. Yeah, definitely my favorite part of YouTube is no ads. Or if there are ads, I don't know that there's ads. If there are ads on my YouTube stream, I apologize, I didn't do it. I don't know how they got there. Mm-hmm. Worse than oh, that is true. Yeah, like cable ads. They weren't disruptive. I suppose it's funny thinking like, oh, now we miss those small things. I saw like some companies are trying to like, you know, their whole thing is like, oh, we'll bring like Hulu and Netflix and like Amazon Prime and all those things like into one spot to watch together for like a higher fee, but you get everything at once. And it's like, that's cable TV. That's more expensive cable. Get out of here. Like, oh, but you can pick your packages. It was like, yeah, you picked your packages with cable too. There's still people that grew up with cable. We remember how it works. Is pay-per-view still a thing, actually? Like DirecTV pay-per-view? Bring back physical media. There's like a resurgence, right? It's kind of coming back a little bit. I feel like it is. Was before everyone wanted their own. That is true. That is true. Yeah, there's some stuff like you just own it. You just had it. It was just yours. I think you still get Windows on a little like flash drive thing, right? You still have to buy physical copies of Windows. I mean, at least I did like 4 years ago or something when I built my computer. I don't know if that's still a thing. You can do movies on YouTube pay-per-view. Oh, that's so interesting. If I will admit though, if they came out with a service that took all of the different anime platforms, like I don't even remember all. I mean, there's like Crunchy, there's Amazon, there's Hulu, like just their anime content. There's like Aniplex, I think, has one now, and then there's that other one that like only takes one really good like show every season. Like they got the rights to Oshinoko. I don't remember what that service was, but like if there was one that combined all of those together for a slightly higher price, I would pay for that. I'm not even. I won't lie to myself. I know what I'd do. I'd pay. I'd drop money for that. Because there's so many shows that I don't get to watch because I'm not gonna pay for an entire service just to watch Oshinoko. Thank you very much. Look, I'm sorry. I just can't justify it. But yeah, that's just, yeah, so the boot, yeah, it just has the boot off of it. You have, it's pretty expensive. I remember when we had to do that when we were building my other computer in like 2020 and Val was explaining this to me. I was like, I'm sorry, what? We're going to like physically get a copy of Microsoft or of Windows? What is this? I do, that's true. That's true. I do use, Spotify is a pretty good deal. Everyone shook hands and said, let's not ruin this for Spotify. We're painting outside the lines, but I think that's the charm, right? Dude, 6 is a major color player. Like it's all over the page. It's really taking up real estate. This is a high elo color. Here we go. Boom, boom. You'll acquire anime just so you know you can watch it 10 years from now. I get that. You can get dirt cheap from the market, but usually you have to call the Microsoft robot to activate the license. You come so far. I know, right? I've learned so much. I actually impress myself sometimes with like all of the knowledge I've soaked up in the last year, like tech-wise, when I think about where I was before. I've come a long way. I've learned a lot. Today I was learning about something for work and I was reading through it and I was like, huh, I just know how to do this. Like, I understand how to just do this and I understand how this works. And it was like a really complicated, I don't want to go into much details, but like service related thing. And I was like, oh, no, like I actually get this whole thing. I was pretty proud of myself. I think that's a really good, like, display of growth and knowledge when you can take what you've learned from other sets and then apply it to the new thing. We love to see, you know, character growth and development. You need to install the BIOS with a floppy drive. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're right. We could turn the whole thing into a 6 and who would even know? Who would know that we decided to just put the 6 everywhere? Is this all 6? I don't know. What color is this? It's kind of, I think it's 1. But this one, I think this is 6. Where is it 13? Well, it's 6 now. The thing is, I'm like accidentally covering up some colors. So. Software engineer. Well, I do now, but I mean, you know, I wasn't a software engineer 4 years ago. So. Like I said, I've come a long way tech-wise. Hardware, though, I think I still have a lot to learn. For example, like I said, when all my parts come in, I don't have confidence in building it. I'm definitely still leaving that up to Val, so I don't ruin everything. You know, I'm wondering if I should have just started with number 1 and worked my way down. Completionist-wise, it would have felt more satisfying. Ooh, there's a 6 right here. Ooh, there's another 6. This paint brush is starting to get a little jank, y'all. I just realized y'all can't see me painting down here. Dude, the time lapse for this is gonna be great. I've just been working down here. Y'all haven't seen any of it. Ding, ding, ding. Hype. Okay, this little corner here. There's like this weird just brown color here. I don't know why it's here. There's a 6. There's a 6. I think we got all the 6s. If there's any more 6s, oh, there's a 6 up here. I was about to say they're on their own. Boom, boom, boom. We're doing a once over. Oh, here's a 6. Okay, I think that's good. I like when customer support's friendly. I usually have pretty good luck with customer support just because I always start with yes ma'am or no ma'am. Or yes sir or no sir, you know? I find that always, that usually takes me a pretty long way. Or like a please and a thank you. Those are the customer service hacks. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do a number 1. And the yapping here for the this is a yapping stream, so I bet I would do like I want to try a just chatting stream, but like I said, it just kind of scares me, that category. It's too big of a category. I like my smaller streams. Oh, the left one. Okay, number 1. I think number 1 is a green. It's like a very nice green too. That's true. They are mostly yappy, it's not even a lie. Ooh, I like this green. I'm glad we grabbed this color. You can't use this in too many places though, because it's too impactful. You know? Cyan! It's not cyan. Oh, here's some 1s. I think that's 1. Yeah, there's only like, there's not really any blues. I think we're only gonna see greens. Greens, browns, that sort of thing. Yellows, obviously. Whites. I see a 1 here. So pointy. But yeah, I picked out, there was a lot of paintings actually to choose from. And I'm wondering now if there's difficulties associated with them. Because some, I think, were a lot less, is tedious the word? There was like bigger, you know, splotches, whereas this one's very not that. We gotta scan. Get some of this. Bum, bum, bum. I hope we can finish this today. But yeah, there was another one that was like this really pretty starry night. And I was like, ooh, but this one with all of the greens just really stuck out to me. Yeah, see this dark color kind of like overwhelms. If you mess up, there's no knowing, like you just obliterated the other like section. Not quite ruined, you know, we just lost some detail, but it's okay because it said let your creativity flow. That's what we're doing. Yeah. Later we save. Later we save. This is the budget round, you know? Is he? I followed a Bob Ross before. I'm not gonna lie, I struggled. I wanted so badly to be good at it because everyone says how easy these tutorials are to follow, but goodness gracious, I really struggled. It might just be, I mean, it was definitely a me thing, like a skill gap issue. Last week? Why'd they shut it down? Oh my gosh, did anyone even notice? I wonder if they just stopped being popular. Who even had the Boss Rob streams? Was it a like Bob Ross Foundation thing or was it some random person? Does Bob Ross have a foundation? That seems like something he would have. I guess I don't know if Bob Ross is, I don't think he's still alive, but his foundation, his, you know, people that handle his estate. Oh, it's just not on all the time? I see. It was run by the foundation? Oh, okay. I like how this is shaping up over here. I feel like with the like other colors, this is gonna turn out like a really cool tree. So this thing is a 1. This kind of looks like a little gingerbread guy. You're quite happily surprised by how... Aw, that's good. Yeah, because that wouldn't be fun to moderate. I do think that's the sort of stream that you don't... Look, I know there's bad actors on Twitch, but even bad actors have their limit. You can't go into a Bob Ross stream and, like, be a jerk. I don't think that's a controversial take. There's just some things that have to be off limits. And I know Twitch can sometimes be a pretty rough place, but I think that, you know, the heart is there. Honestly, ever since I became a VTuber, I've had a much better experience on Twitch. People are much nicer. I used to have people coming into my chat all the time just asking very inappropriate things, and it gets like so tiring that you're like, yeah, I don't really want to stream anymore. But now it's just very, you know, all y'all are very sweet and nice. It's just nice to hang out. Of course, not everyone was like that, but you know, it only takes a few to ruin the fun. Is that a 1? That's a 1, but that's an 8. That's a 1. Bam, 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 bam. You see that shaping up? That looks really nice actually, right? Saying Dom. What's D-O-N? Oh, don't do that? Yeah, I have gotten a lot better at it. I got a little bit of a wake-up call early into streaming. Actually, like one of my earlier VTube streams. When I had come back, and I was streaming, I think it was like Skyrim or something. Someone was, you know, backseating and being kind of mean, and I was like, hey, can you, that's not, you know, super fun. Can you not do that? And I, you know, asked a couple times and they kept doing it, and I was trying to be nice. And then someone in chat was like, hey, dude, she asked you to stop. And then the person like said something mean and left, and I was like, wow. I feel bad that someone else, I mean, I appreciated it a lot, but I was like, I feel really bad that like in the space that, you know, I'm supposed to be in charge of, someone else had to say something. And I was like, that's not a fun experience for anyone, you know? This is my channel, and I should be the one to like manage that sort of not like fun, you know, things. And so then I was like, you know what? I need to be better about this. And so I've tried a lot harder to just be a little bit more firm. I think, like you said, I think it's gone pretty well. Yeah, exactly. I think I feel like I have gotten a little better also just about banning people. I try to give the benefit of the doubt that, like, you know, people are just a little too excited, but yeah. Sometimes it's easier. And then obviously my favorite thing is to ban people that come in and they're just advertising. These little thin ones are really hard. You're wholesome. Yeah, exactly. You got some nice wholesomeness. #1 most wholesome viewer, though, is by far Nutella. She's our #1 fan, you know? You just hear her. She cheers us on at the end of every stream. I want to get her incorporated into the channel. If I could ever figure out how to like rig it so that like put a little camera on her, that would be so fun. First full dog VTubing channel. It's not my channel anymore. It's just, it's like Vidal and Neurosama, you know? The other brush is this really fat one, so I don't think it'd be good compared to this like skinny one. That's my guess. I don't know, I could be wrong. I just thought this like finer tip would be better about painting these like little finer parts. But I don't know much about painting, so if I'm wrong, let me know, because I'll switch. Oh, no, I wasn't using the fat one. I'm just bad at staying in the lines, and it got so blobby with paint, it's kind of hard to tell, huh? I need to wash the brush, but I want to get through this color before I do. Some local seal shelter put a webcam and tons of Japanese started watching it. That's so like cute. I love that. That's like a couple of universities have hawk cameras. They're like hawks that have taken roost over like a building. They're very popular in American like universities. There we go. Oh, I'm almost out of my drink. Almost at the part where you're just gonna hear like the straw just making noises. I was trying to make the noises quietly, but I think y'all still heard. Oh, that's definitely a 1. This user really didn't understand how Japanese interactions work. Wait, what do you mean by Japanese interactness? Maybe I don't know how it works. There's definitely a lot of cultural like intricacies that I don't have familiarity with other regions. Oh, I have a severe case of indirectness? Wait, really? Oh. Maybe when I do my trip to Japan, I'll fit in well. That'll be nice. Here we go. Oh, indirect. See, I don't quite know what the indirectness is. Like, what would be considered directness? That's what I think I'm curious about. There we go. These like very thin little areas are very hard to get filled in. How are you is just a greeting in places where they have indirect politeness. How are you? Oh, do you mean like when you ask a question but you don't necessarily expect an answer? It's like a formality. I see. Well, when I ask how people are, I mean, perhaps you want like an in-depth description. I guess for me, like, when I ask how people are, yeah, I just want to, you know, hear how they're doing. But I suppose you mean like going very in-depth about like your school day and your work and your like how your financials are going. If you like that level of directness, definitely, we don't do that. It's more like a I suppose formality is correct. It's like, we certainly want to know how you're doing. But perhaps we don't need everything. Usually when I say how's someone doing, I like to hear, you know, like I said, first, how was your day? Was it good or bad? And then what did you eat? That's always like for me. It's like, that's what I want to hear about, you know? How was the food today? You should come over for coffee sometime. When I tell people we should play games, I usually mean like boot it up right now. That is one thing I think I'm very direct about, is when I ask people to play games with me, I'm usually like, let's do this jam right now. Unless it's something I have to take a lot of time to set up, like when I was like, we should do a Minecraft world. Yeah, that's that will take me eons to set up, so that just takes a while. But it was just like, let's boot up some Fortnite, yo. Yeah, every time you come in, Taco, I'm like, I know exactly what Taco wants to hear about. Taco wants to hear what I ate today. Or like, what drink did I have? Tasty treat did I make? Perhaps we are very American. I've never thought about it that way, but yeah, I suppose that might be considered like very American. That's a very interesting take. Or like concept. I don't know if take is the right word. Concept. So I suppose, does that mean like when they were watching the seal videos, were they just asking like, how is the seal, but not expecting like really, really in-depth responses? Whereas your aquarium was giving like very in-depth responses? Is that one viral hippo still a thing? Not Fiona from the Cincinnati Zoo. Is it Mudong? I think that was her name. Just every time, just so you know, I make it a point to always have really good food. That's always my goal. I want to eat something tasty every single day. That's like people are like, what are your goals in life? Like, I just want to eat something good every day. I don't need like a, you know, insanely exciting life, or like, I mean, I wouldn't complain about having all the riches in the world, but you know, like if we're tempering expectations towards reality, I just want to eat at least one good tasty thing a day. I made avocado toast for breakfast. It was so good. I mixed the avocado mash that I made with a little bit of Greek yogurt. It was so good. It was like the perfect little bit of tartness to go with. I had avocado toast with an egg on top. Super good. Sorry, I can't watch anymore. Sorry, I can't donate more. And they took it literally. Oh. I see, I see. Oh, is it Mudang? Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize, Viral Hippo. Is she still popular, or is it tapered out? I remember they were putting like 10-minute limits on being able to see her because she was so popular and everyone was visiting her and the lines are so long. I'm gonna say something, but I'm not huge on avocados. I eat an avocado or like half an avocado almost every day. It's a pretty primary component of my diet. I'm big on the... I'm looking for more sixes. There's free shabakadoos. This time-lapse gonna be lit, as the kids say. I should also have my talking as part of like the condense a 3-hour stream into a 3-minute time lapse time lapse, but you also have to hear the talking in the background going like. It'll be the most calming, chaotic time lapse ever to exist. It'll get like 3 views. It'll be pretty great. There we go. Okay. I think we got all. Oh, no, we didn't. Well, 6 is just. Wait. I started painting 6s, but this is a 1. Well, the 6, I already did 6, so if I see a 6, I'll just cover it. Wait, this whole time I was looking for 6s. Jenner. Wow. That's so funny. Okay, I guess I'm covering up any 6s and 1s that I see. I saw a 6 somewhere. That's a 5. Here's a 1. I can't even keep track of what number I'm on. If your friend has a bad hair day and they ask how their hair looks, how do you answer? How well do I know them? If they're just a casual friend, I'm like, oh, it looks good, it looks good. If there's someone I'm close to, I'll be like, girl, here's a ponytail holder, like, put that up. Would you just say, like, no matter what? Like, yeah, you're having a pretty rough hair day. Yeah, I can't imagine doing that with someone I know casually. Even sometimes people I know well, I'm like, they're not gonna respond well to me saying, like, yeah, your hair looks kind of funky today. And so I just don't say anything because I don't want the conflict. It's very rare for people to want, like, honesty with that question. They want some confirmation. Because, like, a lot of times if you think about it, if you ask, you know, how's this outfit or how's my hair or something, and it's so bad that someone feels the need to comment on it, then you know it's really bad. But if it's like, even if you know it's kind of bad, but they chose not to say anything, you're like, okay, this is an acceptable level that people will brush it off in public. Like, a perfect example, today I was at the post office shipping a gift. And, there was someone behind me, and there's no other way to put it, but they smelled like poop, like actual poop. I don't know if they'd, like, stepped in dog poop or something on their way in, but it smelled really bad. But I was like, it's not like it's bad enough to make a comment. And then one of the people they were with, as they were in line with someone, was like, what smells so bad? And I could tell from their tone, like, they knew it was the person they were with. But they weren't gonna, like, immediately say a comment. They were just trying to, like, hint, like, hey, something smells a little funky near us, you know? Maybe you should check your shoes or something. But they didn't directly say, like, hey, you smell like dog poop. Can you check your shoes? They kind of were just, like, I guess, like you said, like, indirectly trying to hint at the problem. Oh, they would just say, did you step in something? Even if they didn't know them, like, okay, this is a person. If you're in line with a group of people and you don't know the person that smells like dog poop, would you still say something? That's kind of stressful. But I guess it is like, how would the person know if no one doesn't I don't know. I see the merits, I see the good and the bad. As someone who's lived in this, like, you know, an area where people would usually stay quiet, I can see the, like, you know, the stress of someone calling me out, but also I see the merits of, like, if no one tells me, how do I know? I'm pretty bad at, you just say it. See, I would just hold it in. I wouldn't even say, like, oh, something smells bad in here. I would just, you know, conceal, don't feel that. Because I'm always like, oh, what if someone told me that? I would go cry. I'm very delicate. And if I'm delicate, maybe they're delicate too. you know? I'm sensitive. There we go. My name was Stinky with a group of friends. Oh my gosh, that is a wild. I can't imagine. Once again, I would go cry. I would just find a quiet place and cry. Literally nobody told me. Oh, and then you picked up on it, and then you were like, "What? What?" I see. I guess that makes sense. When you mess up a word. Oh yeah, no. In the corporate setting in America, it's so much different. They will they will shame you on Slack. I think it's very, at least from my experience, it's very rare to be in a corporate environment in the US where people don't like just call you out. They'll put you on blast in an email. A lot of times, though, what'll happen actually is they'll go and complain to your manager, and then your manager will put you in blast in your one-on-one. Oh, okay, that got a little smudgy. You had gym first period. Oh, okay, that kind of makes sense. That makes sense. It would be like all day. I once had an issue with I didn't know I had an issue with a coworker. But a coworker had an issue with me because I didn't go to happy hours when I was, you know, young in the corporate world. I didn't know any better. I had that kind of like idyllic image of like, oh, you know, I don't have to drink the corporate tea. I don't have to go to the socials and the happy hours and the, you know, all of the like social part of work. I was like, all that matters is my performance to getting to doing well. That nothing else matters. If I perform well, which I always got exceeds expectations, nothing else matters in my job. I learned really fast that no matter how you good at your job, that does not matter if you're not like going to the happy hours and stuff. And I had a coworker complain to my manager saying that she didn't think I was a team player because I wasn't like going and interacting at like social gatherings. And I did. I got in trouble for it. And then I learned you gotta show up. You gotta show up, even if it's for like half an hour. You gotta go, no matter how much you don't want to. If you want any sort of like doing well in the workplace, you gotta do it. We've been put on blast because I'm just perfect. Yeah, it was a wake up call. I think it was good that it happened so early because I just learned, you know, like you just gotta do these things. Now I show up to every single like social event, even if my battery's at 0, and I just, you know, I don't stay for very long ever, but enough for everyone to see that I came and that I'm like, you know, part of the team. They actually tell you what you did wrong in the blasting though? Well, like I said, I only got blasted that once, and they certainly told me exactly what I did wrong. And it was put on like my performance review and everything about like the reason. I was like, you're really gonna put that in like formal documentation? But yep, it was a whole thing. And I need to put more effort to like reach out to, you know, like participate in activities and stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, that's the kind of blast I mean. It usually just happens in your performance review. I don't know if I've seen much like on blast like in team meetings. I've seen like maybe more of that like indirect you described. I've seen like subtle jabs. Oh, you know where people get really... I'll show up to events you're interested in and cannot drive in 45 minutes. No, I do it. I will say, one place, Taco, you might be familiar with this, where I see people be very direct and put you on blast in the workplace if someone replies all to an email that did not need a reply all to it, there's nothing funnier than waking up to like 100 to 200 emails, which was one person replying all, and then like 100 people after that saying, you know, if you reply all, then everyone is gonna see this, but they replied all too. And then that person, the next person will be like, well, you know, you doing that is adding to the problem. And then it just keeps going and going and going. It's just an absolute mess, and everyone's mad at each other. It's like, all you had to do was let that one person make their mistake. Or they at everyone on Slack, and then there's all just a thread of people saying, like, don't use at everyone. We work in different environments. Peacocks. Yeah, it always happens. It always happens. So funny. Oh, here's a 1. Sometimes I cover up one of the 1s on the 11, and so I think some of the 11s have turned into 1s. People are good sports about it. Yeah, you'd never. I cannot imagine. I would just look for a new company. I would not want to be, oh, it's the person that replied all. Especially like I've actually seen it happen like probably like 5 times. Not the Slack ones, the email ones. The Slack ones I feel like happen really frequently. But the email ones have happened like 5 times. And the one person they replied all, they sent some very sensitive information. And so I felt even worse about it. I was like, wow, why did they that's so bad. But yeah, the reply all drama is kind of the like corporate chaos that we live for. It's entertaining. Is this, I think we're on the 5th color. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is the 5th color. There was a lot of 1s. And then I also painted over a lot of 6s with 1s because I lost track of what color it was on. So it's a mixture. I also, for some of these, don't know what color it should be. I'm kind of gonna guess. But I think that's all the 1s. I am gonna go grab a water really fast. I will be right. Oh. I don't even have a be right back screen. Y'all will just have to. Yeah. Hi, sweetie. What's that on your face? Hello? What is that? She had a piece of cardboard on her face. Okay. 1 second while I take a giant gulp of water. Being hydrated, very important, y'all. Okay. 1 is done. Are y'all ready for 2? Oh, this one's a little bit more of a blue. See if we can get this paint blob off this brush. They needed a paintbrush in the middle. Which I have a paintbrush in the middle, but like I said, I want to do this whole project just with what they gave you. Okay, number 2. We'll, I guess, start in that corner. Work our way down as the paint by numbers hoped we would. Bum, 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 bum. This is completely randomly off topic. But do you know what I saw was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I saw a Reddit post where someone was like, I still have the Szechuan pepper McDonald's sauce from like 10 years ago that everyone went really crazy about. Oh, there's a one here. We just closed the one. That's unfortunate. I'll leave it, and we'll do a touch up with the colors that we missed at the very end. The sauce says, yeah, I imagine it's reselling for a lot. It went through a phase, it being McDonald's, where like they were having specialty sauces for basically everything. And they did one for Jujutsu Kaisen. And I got all the sauces for that just to have them. But I think I just threw them away. Because, like, what would I do with them after I tasted them? You know? But I bet they had a lot of, like, a decent amount of resale. When I looked when they first came out, they were reselling for, like, the little free ketchup packets for, like, $200. Probably because of, like, the Gojo one, but, you know. Were there any good ones? They had like a spicy pepper that I actually thought was really good. I liked it a lot. But I mean, like I said, I just tried one or two and then I was like, I don't need any more of this. I actually haven't had fast food in quite a while. Definitely I haven't had fast food in 2025. Unless you count Chipotle. I had Chipotle today. But, like, the traditional fast foods I think about, like McDonald's, Burger King, I'm in Texas, so like Whataburger, Panda Express, things like that. I haven't had any of those. Okay, so far I haven't got too much paint on us. Once every 5 years you get a craving for McDonald's and regret it. I kind of like... Yeah, you get like good McDonald's too. You should try US McDonald's and then... Although I will say, US McDonald's french fries, pretty good. They're like salty and... I don't know. Like chewy? I don't know how to describe them, but they're good. They're certainly not the best fast food french fry, but... I don't know, it's one of those interesting... It's a really interesting concept of like, fast food's gotten so expensive that it's kind of hard to justify for the quality. And then by the time, like, even if fast food tries to drop their prices, at this point it's like, well, now I feel gross. I haven't had this in so long, my body's kind of rejected it. So going back after not having it for a few years is kind of... Like, they created their own problem, you know? That's how it is with, like, a lot of, like, snack-type foods. They just got so expensive that I stopped buying them, or I figured out how to make them myself. Like, cookies is a perfect example. I just figured out how to bake them, and then, freeze cookie doughs. And then whenever I want them, I can just heat up a couple of my frozen cookies in the oven. And I don't really have to get, like, Chips Ahoy or anything anymore. Whereas I used to always have a bag of Chips Ahoys in my cabinet because I love cookies. That fast food tier list a while ago was based on... Oh my gosh, that's true. The fast food tier list was kind of wild. Our fries do somehow have 11 ingredients. 4 different oils? That's fancy. Yeah, McDonald's fries are like second. They're like pretty good. They're definitely not the best, but they're pretty good. Five Guys fries are my favorite, quote, fast food, fast casual type available fry place. But it's, again, it's pricey and usually not worth it, so I don't really get them. You want to go to Wendy's for the first time in 12 years because of the Krabby Patty? Wait, they have the Krabby Patty at Wendy's right now? Is that legit? I haven't been to Wendy's since I was a kid. It is like not on my list of fast food places, but if they have a Krabby Patty, I'll try it. I'll make a bad decision. There made animal fat? Ooh. I think it's like peanut oils usually, right? Oh, they optimized it so it wouldn't like splash and make a mess. That makes sense actually. That makes real I understand that then. Yeah, that's definitely, I guess it's true. When you have your fryer on all the time, you definitely have to think about that sort of thing, huh? Like the logistics of fryer oil. I've told you this before. I have fried a few times, but the problem is disposing of the oil afterwards is like very difficult, and it makes your house smell. And I know you can like clean the oil to make it a little better and more usable, but it's still like so much oil that it's just hard to justify. I think that's the real reason air fryers are pretty popular. I know it doesn't like, it's not a 1-for-1 or anything, but you get pretty close to like that kind of like crispy texture without all the oil. Like just having to figure out how to dispose of all the oil. They did like 6 months ago, but the Krabby Patty is gone. Aw, that's a bummer. Paco, you should have gone for science. I was trying to explain to one of my coworkers today my thing about, I've told you all this before, right? About like my experiment I want to run with washing rice and like having different levels of like complete like rice washedness, I guess is the word. And I was explaining how I'd gotten a turbidity meter because I wanted to see like the amount of particulate in the water from like unwashed rice to like fully washed in the middle, to have like not just like a visual comparison, but also like an actual like legit comparison. I had the turbidity meter. I have everything to run this experiment. And I was explaining to them how excited I was for this, and they were just like, okay, Viri, you enjoy your weekends, and glad you have hobbies. They literally like, glad you have hobbies to keep you entertained. I was like, oh gosh, I shouldn't have talked about this. I made a mistake. We went once to Wendy's, got a burger in a foil, and burger tasted like foil. Ugh, Wendy's, please. Yeah, air fryer is better than actual frying. Yeah, exactly. When Val and I blended kitchens, he had an air fryer. And we forgot about it for a long time because I usually just cook things in the pan or just use the oven. And it's like another appliance to have on your counter, you know? And I already have like my stand mixer and my rice cooker on the counter, so there wasn't a lot of real estate space for this air fryer, but I've been wanting to get it out and just try to use it because there's so many air fryer recipes. Hello, hi Nutella. Only restaurants get the used grease picked up. Wait, really? We'll just make our own Krabby Patty. I don't know if you know this, but SpongeBob kind of spoiled the secret ingredient. There's so many people that have like done videos too on the Krabby Patty. It's kind of funny. It's like an icon of our generation. That is our iconic food. The green Shrek ketchup and Krabby Patties is probably like the two things we will always go feral for. It tasted different, it tasted better, and you know, I don't want to hear anyone dissing the green ketchup. It's the hill I'll die on. unwashed rice gets a pretty different result than... Yeah, it does. It gets a very different result. But, like, what is an amount of... Because, like, you could sit washing your rice for, like 5 minutes and it's still... The water wouldn't be completely clear. But you always hear wash rice until it runs clear. And it's like, what is clear enough? What is acceptable level of clearness? I'm just curious, you know? Because you don't wash your rice and you want to know if it's wrong. Yeah, I want to know. Yeah, real frying definitely tastes better, but for all of the, like, inconvenience of it, it's hard to justify. This is to say, if we accept you for who you are and do nothing. This is why every time I'm like, it would be so fun to set up my kitchen to do all of my crazy, like, experiments and bring y'all along for the ride, because I have like 3 experiments going in my kitchen right now, but also, like, I feel like no one would want to watch the chaos of my chemistry, like, kitchen chemistry experience. So it would be like a really, like, it would be a really, I don't know, depressing stream, because I would be so excited explaining what I'm doing to, like, absolute crickets in the chat, or, like, one of y'all watching, like, oh my gosh, Viri's finally lost it. How do we break it to Val? Green, clear is... Dude, no, all of the different ketchup colors was the best part of our childhood. Bring back the purple and the green, but the green was the best one. The clear ketchup was kind of wild. That one was impressive. Oh my gosh, see, that's the thing. I've accidentally said on the chemist too often that, like, it would be a cringe stream. I don't want to be a cringe streamer. Maybe I already am. I don't know. What number? Oh yeah, I'm on 2. Purple ketchup? You liked purple ketchup more than you liked green ketchup? Really? I already am? No! That hurts my heart. You hurt me emotionally there. I'll never recover. I don't know which one's my crying toggle. I would click it if I could remember it. I'm not a pro streamer. I think this is a 2. Maybe it wasn't. Now it's a 2. Oh, purple, which is your second favorite color. What's your first? Does purple ketchup make you pee purple? I actually don't remember. Did it? That would be kind of wild. Yeah, exactly. I don't remember. I feel like as a kid, I wouldn't have even noticed if it did. Kids are not very observant for that kind of thing. Ooh, Nikki is online? I can't play it right now. I plan on playing it all tomorrow. What happened to? There we go. Black is your favorite color. Are there people that don't consider it a color? I haven't missed a daily yet. I'll turn it on after stream for sure, so I can just get my dailies. I won't stream it today though, because, well, first I'm painting. Second, all the hardcore Nikki players are, like, streaming right now, and I don't. That's a little intimidating. Isn't the way computers encode color by treating grayscale as a separate color? Yeah. I don't know much about how they handle colors. I'll have to look into it. So always was one of those things that 5-year-old telling people black to van and you're telling, really? That's something people say to kids? I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. I'm literally flabbergasted. I can't imagine a kid coming up to me and saying like, oh, you know, my favorite color is hamburgers. And I would be like, yeah, pop off, you know, good job, bro. Like, I cannot imagine popping a kid's bubble like that. It's like when kids are like, yeah, when I grow up, I want to be a lamppost. It's like, yeah. You're gonna be the best lamppost you can be. Your ambitions are admired. They have goals and dreams and wants, and you know, you gotta encourage it. Flabbergasted by this information. Flabber has been gasted. It's like, enjoy being wrong while you can. Remember being told that by other kids? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's okay. I'm okay with that. Kids can do it. Kids can do it. Kids are little shits, you know, to each other. They pop each other's bubbles all the time. Woe be it that you're not the first kid on the block to find out about Santa. Because the first kid that finds out the truth about Santa just ruins everything. All the magic broken because one kid's being smug. Well, shit's right. This is all the time. Well, something, you know? You just don't. When I found out the Santa didn't exist. Sorry if there's anyone watching who still believes in Santa. But when I found out Santa didn't exist, y'all, I was again, little kids are all shits, me included. I didn't tell my mom for another 3 years. 3 years, because I wanted to keep getting gifts from Santa. And then finally one of my brothers spoiled it. They're like, Mom, she knows. She knows. I was like, ugh. You ruined it. You ruined the scam. Easter Bunny is real. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not a kid-friendly stream, y'all. Dude, my painting technique's starting to get really weird as the paintbrush is starting to get, like, broken and smashed. Bombs. Oh my gosh. In, like, Hispanic culture, we have something they're called, or at least I grew up hearing them called cascarones. They're like confetti eggs, so you empty out the egg. We used to save eggs all year. So we would have like dozens and dozens and dozens of egg cartons filled with empty eggs. And then we'd paint all the cascarones. We'd paint all the outside of the eggs different colors. And then we'd fill them with confetti. And we'd like have a giant Easter egg hunt. And then at the end, we'd smash the confetti eggs all over the head. And if you were at a really traditional house, some of the eggs would be filled with, they would just be regular eggs, or they'd be filled with like ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, things like that. And then you would always know who had like the super, super, super traditional, which like I said, has all the other fillings and stuff in it, like Easter, when you got back to school, because their hair, if you like get confetti in your hair and then it gets wet, or like it gets mixed in with like egg and stuff, it gets really gunky. And so some kids would come back and their hair would have been cut because they couldn't get the gunk out, or they'd have like different dyes and stuff in their hair from their hair getting dyed all the different confetti colors. It's kind of funny. It's a bit of a crazy tradition, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah, there you go. Santa's still real. Dun, dun, dun. But yeah, it was very memorable. It's kind of a bummer in my family that everyone's like an adult. I've grown up, all my cousins have grown up, everyone's grown up. So like all of those really fun like child traditions, you know, they're kind of gone. We don't get to do stuff like that anymore. Well, you know, if your parents said that, that can't be wrong, you know? Ah. Dude, I'm going through this water so fast. It's 1,000 milliliters for my European friends. I got paint on my water bottle! No, it's brand new and it's all pink and cute! Ugh. I'll have to wash that later. Oh, I'm getting more paint on it, trying to get paint off of it. No! Start saving. That's true, I should just save up and then, you know, we can have an Easter egg hunt, all of us together. It'll be fun. I could be the organizer. Well, it's more like none of us have the the endurance anymore. And then who's gonna hide all the eggs? I'll do it for Nutella. I'll have some little like toy eggs. Stealing your milliliters of water? Ugh, because you have it in basically a giant cat saucer. What else are they supposed to do? It looks like their water dish. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, ding. This is kind of, it's really shaping up. I'm still absolutely baffled by your water drinking situation, Rectangle. It's gonna haunt me for years, just thinking about you using like a pitcher. The handle is convenient. Just use the mug. Just use the mug. I mean, I guess mine doesn't have a handle, but I have 1,000 milliliters. It's like called like a Nalgene, I think, is the brand. Yeah, I really like how this is shaping up. This is very cute. We're the weird one. You're right. Our lack of using a handle and a pitcher for our drinking. The fact that it's glass too. I think the glass gets me more. Just because like I would be so quick to break that. I know, oh no, the horror of plastics and metals and everything and the benefits of glass over that, but like the breakability aspect is just, it's too high. Nalgene's for travel. I use it as my drinker, like also for drinking around the house, just because like then I can monitor, because you know I can make sure I'm getting in my water, the amount of water that I need. It is glass. It's a glass pitcher with like measurements on it. I have pitchers of all different sizes. Well, I don't really. I think I have a couple of pitchers, but measuring like devices, I suppose. Yeah, I have pets everywhere. If I leave a glass on my desk, in fact, Shiro's done this before, we've woken up to the sound of glass shattering because he's pushing it off my desk. Like the cat that he is. He's very in tune with his catness. Not of the Everdeen variety either. He's not saving like the world. He's just causing a mess, which I guess, to be fair, in some instances, Katniss did just cause a mess. You got 2 of them? That's nice, because then you can keep them clean. Dude, this green is everywhere. Yeah. Cozy. Oh. I'm surprised we haven't run out of paint. They actually gave us like a good amount of paint. I think this is a 2. Dope, you need more glass stuff. I use glasses for all of my, like, when I have a meal, all of my water is in glass. But when I'm just like casually like drinking water for work, it's definitely in my Nalgene. Like I have that just sitting at my desk because it's so much easier to just chug that throughout the day. Whereas I feel like if I had a glass of water, I kind of ignore it. You use a small culinary torch to light candles? Oh, that makes sense. Like the little butane torches? We have like just a regular lighter. We have like the one with like the long nozzle. I don't think we don't light many candles, really just around the holidays to make the house smell like cookies. Or like cinnamon rolls. We don't usually light it otherwise. So yeah, we've had our lighter for like 4 years and haven't had to refill it yet. Oh, I don't know if we got like the cheapest one possible, actually. I'm not sure what the price on ours was. It must be decent, because like I said, we've had it for, gosh, 4 years now. I like when these like big pieces are starting to come together. It looks like it's starting to look like a forest, wouldn't you say? I think it's come together pretty nicely. And if I was doing a scene like this, I would never think to use so many different colors. So it's very interesting to me. Like, a lot of colors that are close together, but not exactly the same. Ink blob test! You gotta see the big picture! Rectangle! It's all about the big picture. I don't know if we're gonna finish tonight. We have like an hour and a half. And we're only like, what, like a third of the colors in. This might be a project that we'll have to keep working on. Y'all know what happens to every single project we keep working on though. It'll never get finished, so we gotta finish tonight if we want to. Cats are back for more. Don't they have their own water bottle? Or like water dish? But cats will always say that the humans must be better than theirs, you know? It's like, I don't want mine when I could have yours. I respect it. Yeah, exactly. Yours is better. Well, she's verified, you know, that yours is safe. She's seen you drink out of it. What if hers suddenly got poisoned? It could happen, you know? Just get blobs of paint from here. My paint blob. Pew, pew, pew. I have like a really nice water fountain for my cats right now. They're pretty big on it. One of them used to be really scared drinking out of like moving water. But my vet was like, It's really good for them to have, you know, like moving water sources for like engagement, but also just like it's more consistent for keeping the water clean. I mean, obviously if you like replace your water dishes every day and stuff, but they said, you know, non-stagnant water is just a little bit safer. And I was like, well, even if it's only 1% safer, my cats are the most spoiled cats on the planet, so I gotta get this for them. So I got them a nice water fountain. And I was really surprised to see, because like I said, when my cat was a kitten, he hated the water fountain so much that he bit through the cable to make it stop. And so I got rid of the water fountain for a long time, but this time I was like, okay, he's older. Maybe he'll understand that this is good for him. And now he just likes it. He uses it all the time. He grew up. Very proud of him. But, they really like that. The next thing I want to do is get an automatic litter box for them. But that one I want to do a lot more research, just because, like, I've heard horror stories about cats getting stuck in litter boxes, so I don't want that to happen to my precious babies. They're just so spoiled. They're such good kitties. There's so much too. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Look at all of this is 2. I'm actually going to rinse and clean because this is getting a little blobular, if you will. Yeah, exactly. There's just some there's some you gotta be really careful with, so. I've been doing a lot of research. I haven't found one that, like, I feel really good about yet. What's the next card on my talking desk topics? Let's see, what should I talk about next? We always have something. What was I thinking about in my head? I was actually thinking about what anime I want to watch next. I need to catch up on Apothecary Diaries, but I want to start something completely new. I know everyone's been talking about Dan, but I don't know, it just doesn't really seem to be catching my eye. So that one's kind of off the table for me right now. Plus for those like super hyped animes, I kind of like to wait until the hype dies down and then watch them afterwards, just because they're like too all over the internet to be able to enjoy, you know? Maybe Your Eternity. I don't think I watched season 1 of Your Eternity. I think you recommended it, right? There's quite a few animes to catch up on. I also have some animes that like I was watching with other people and then we took a pause from watching because like things just got busy. And I haven't gotten the chance to like restart those animes with them, and I want to finish them, but also like, I don't know, it feels a bit rude to finish an anime you were watching with someone else. So I'm conflicted. First episode is great, but did have some decent feels. No, I don't want feels. I don't want to watch sad anime. I want to watch something like, I'm kind of going for something like action-packed. I just want like turn my brain off action. What's your favorite just action-packed, turn your brain off, doesn't need to make sense, super insane, like, power scaling anime? Learn what it means. Oh, it's like a learn... I see. Is it kind of like paper, if you've seen like Paper Memories? Is that what it was called? Plastic Memories. Plastic Memories. Or, what's the root? Violet Evergarden? Does it have those vibes? The find out what it means to remember what it means to be human stuff, or like figure out what it means to be human. I don't know. They just tug at the heartstrings too much. Do you like Evergarden a lot, but it's a different flavor? Oh, it's a different flavor. Interesting. A lot of things about that, like, I feel like makes those animes impactful, though, is they need to be short. Like, a season 2 can sometimes feel like the story has dragged to... They've, you know, like, they've tugged at my heartstrings too much and they're not getting any more. They've lost their opportunity. Ooh, I just painted over a lot of the detail in here. Oops. There we go. But yeah, Violet Evergarden, I don't know. What's out this season? Let me see. My anime list. It's mostly about striking a good balance between having a happy part where you get invested and some horrible thing happens. No! A little tinge of hope, it's not enough. I need the whole thing to be hope. Like I said, I just want like action-packed, made me smile, cute romance. I went through my, like, sad anime phase. I need a bit of happy. But yeah, let's... Oh! Oops. Okay, let's see. Anime seasonal for this season. Solo Leveling Season 2. I still need to watch Solo Leveling Season 1. I read the light novels, though. I think I talked about this a bit when I was doing the RAF stream with Hika. Solo Leveling is a great, just, like, super OP, turn your brain off. If it's anything like the light novel, just turn your brain off and enjoy what's happening, you know? Like, once he gets to the top, he is the best. No one's beating him. Oh, there was another one here. Well, definitely have to go back and fill in some of these ones. There we go. Did you get everything? Ooh, here's a 2. There's a 1. The 1s are coming back to haunt us. There we go. Okay, any more two havers? Any twos? I think we got them all. Gurren Lagann was pretty high on the turn your brain off scale. I just couldn't get into Gurren Lagann like as a kid, so I don't know if I could now. I found the characters to be a bit like it's annoying for lack of a better word, but maybe I'll enjoy it more as an adult. It's time for number 3. Yeah. Yeah. Can you imagine just spilling the paint everywhere at this step? Definitely has a lot of go get used to it for a few episodes. Yeah, exactly. The thing is, I gave Darling in the Franxx that chance and loved it. So if it's like Darling in the Franxx, I think the hardest thing for me to get through was like the blatant fan service. Even as a kid, I was like, this is a lot taken. Considering her age was like, she was like 13 or something ridiculous. Okay, let's see. What's here? Oh, the new Doctor Strange season. My Happy Marriage. But again, like these are all stuff I've already, I want like something new. I know when someone I've read the manga. I need something. Oh, I may be a guild receptionist, but I'll solo any boss. That one I was interested in. I read a couple episodes of the manga and it was really good. And then you watched Iron Blood Orphans and thought, wow, this is... Oh yeah, Karen. There's so many new animes that are like, we just have exit home from like old stuff, you know? I'm looking at what's out. Nothing's really sticking out to me. Oh, there's Momentary Lily that you mentioned. Dun, dun, dun. So much anime is coming out. Okay. Starting from the top. I'm actually gonna start sideways, like this. This gives me a little bit better access to this guy. Oh, this is another color that's like not very thick, which is kind of a problem. Or like not very thick, not very like dark. And so it's kind of a problem with covering stuff. The darker colors are a lot more pleasant and easier to work with. As far as not worrying about coverage. Okay, but here's the thing. If this turns out poorly, like if this doesn't turn out good, do we blame ourselves or do we blame the painting? I feel like there's no way we come out of this blaming ourselves. We can't be the ones at fault for this. And by we, I mean us as a collective unit. I'm not the only one painting right now. Y'all are contributing to this, you know, emotionally, which is 95% of art. So 95% of this painting is y'all's responsibility. And I can't be held responsible on whether it, you know, comes out good or not. I have seen people have streams before where they're like watching paint dry or stuff. Like, that's just wild. I don't know how that's a stream. I guess that's kind of like the purpose of it, is like, you will watch me no matter what I'm doing. I wouldn't, but I guess there's some people that would. But yeah. I can't decide if I would do this again. I'm enjoying the process, but also if I found one that was like bigger, like they weren't so small like the bug said, they weren't so fiddly. Some of these like really small ones are kind of like stressful. A little too tedious. Paint drying, it says, don't bring chemistry into this. This isn't a chemistry thing. It's psychological, watching paint dry. There we go. Lead chemistry, oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, there's totally lead in this paint. Honestly, who knows, considering the box? They might have just gotten whatever was cheapest. Have I licked the brush yet? I haven't done that quality test, if I'm being honest. It's probably a miss on my part. Maybe I should step it up a little bit on the, you know, quality vetting of my products I'm using on stream. There we go. Yeah, there's no way we finish this today. Oh my gosh. The problem is, like, okay, I don't know if you can see this because of all the, like, the white on the canvas, but, like, the numbers come back through. Like, I have to repaint over. Turn it into one of those throw paint at the wall. It's probably, honestly, would turn out looking about... That's not a 2? Well, now it's a 3. How did I miss that 2? Oh, there's a 3 on the side over here. Oh, there's a lot of 3 on the side. What? How are you gonna put the number on the side, like book binding? I missed all of this over here. Ding, ding. Ah, yes. Isn't this a great... You can just see everything that's happening right now, right? It's perfect. Ding, ding. Since you were 10 and haven't touched it, you know what? That's reassuring. I feel like I'm having that same level of problem as he was a 10-year-old. Like I said, if these were bigger, like bigger sections, and I was maybe making something less abstract or like, you know, more simple, I think this would be a very enjoyable experience, but it's so small. I just feel like I'm constantly missing numbers. It is actually very enjoyable though, but I don't know if I would do one of this detail again. It's enjoyable though, like very calming. You put on some calming tunes, you know? And it's great. There. It's pretty good. What'd I get? Yeah, I would get a smaller kit. Maybe like paint a butterfly. That might be nice. I do feel like it's kind of shaping up like the picture. Like I think we're kind of getting here. It's just it's a journey. You're kind of expecting this to come with a manual with instructions. Yeah, that might be true. Kind of like more like take you down a Bob Ross path. I don't know what I expected. I didn't expect this. But it makes sense for it because it definitely showed me this was the final image. And I guess to get to this final image, you need a lot of like very, very specifics. If I was a UV flashlight, where would you be hiding? Under the bed? That's a good hiding spot, I feel like. Under the bed's never let anyone down before, right? I feel like that's where you hide in every like horror movie if you want to survive. Would be worth. But in every single horror movie, they're like under the bed hiding, holding their breath, and then the like monster doesn't check there. It's always just for that like shock factor moment. You know, when it's like they walk past and they have to like hold their breath because they're so stressed out and anxious. That's like a very typical scene, I feel like. It builds the suspense. You know, the monster in this metaphor. Yeah, this is spooky. Why else would you be looking? I'm just a little UV light hanging out, living my best life. Damn. True. The UV light depends on you to change to. What if it's like self-sustaining, you know? It just, it's one of those like flashlights that it can just like, you know, like the crank flashlights for survival when the power's out. It's just one of those little guys. It just can take care of itself, you know, live forever. That's all we can hope for. It's so funny, like, this is actually kind of shaping up. These areas right here are really being built out. I can see the vision. It's just a little... There's definitely been some sections that I've kind of messed up. Mostly this paintbrush is kind of a little tricky. I would love to see someone with like very, very good painting skills. They're like them use this. I would watch that content. I bet there's been at least one creator who's done like a paint by numbers react try video. What are those called? Are you allowed to say try? Isn't that like, didn't someone try to copyright that? Like I tried something? Self-sustain under the bed. Yeah, it's just a brave little UV flashlight. You can't keep him down. Yeah, from a distance, this is gonna look great. It's gonna look so good from far away when you squint. It hurts my feelings to be called out like that. I'm just kidding. Is this... I don't know what this color was supposed to be, but it is clearly a line here, but there's just no number. There's no... Here, I'll show you. You see? For this one. You see there is clearly an edge here, but this little section doesn't have a color. That's 11. This was 3. And then I was painting around, but there's no color for this one. So I guess I'll just guess what, you know, let the heart decide. What does the expert say? It's like this in here, right? Oh, it's like right to the, oh, it's white. I think it's this white blob here. They're the expert. We can't doubt their brilliance. I like the darker colors best. I feel like they really make things start to like stick out. The paint color is quite saturated too, so 3x transparent tip must have been good. Yeah, that is true. That's why they were encouraging us to really go transparent. They're trying to just make sure we knew, like, hey, yo, like this paint, you need to, you know, dilute it a little bit to really make everything shine. Just tone the coloring down a bit. Every single time I move on to a new color, I find a spot that I miss. I need that to not be the case. And then I also need to remember what color I'm on, because so often I'll think I'm like right there, I was like, oh, I'm on 4, right? And it's like, no, you're on 3. Like, look, these are 2 1s. I didn't even notice these 1s. Where'd they come from? I swear this painting is changing. It's haunted. It's a haunted painting. There you go. There we go. There we go. Gotta get all the paint together. Another 2! That's cursed. Where do you keep coming from, 2s? I got too much of a blob. Get this lower region. There we go. It's like a nice mint, if you can see it. Very nice mint color. I heard someone the other day tell me that mint is a blue. And I was like, what? No, mint is a green. And they're like, no, mint is a blue color. I was like, I don't feel comfortable with that statement. That's such like a weird take. They're very stubborn about it too. Mint is green, exactly. Mint is green. I feel like every time you see like mint chocolate chip ice cream, it's like very aggressively green. Like almost to this is way too fake. You don't think that's a mint? What kind of color would you call it? Maybe like a seafoam green? I could accept a seafoam. Green is called, oh, you associate mint more with white. I see. It's definitely, yeah, it has like a, I was like, this paint looks pretty minty. Because it's like a light, like almost pale white green. I definitely associate it with like a whitish undertones. Colors are so interesting. Even more interesting to think about like the perceptions of colors, as in like that we see so many less or more colors than other species. Mint menthol candies are usually white. That is true, that is true. There's a whole thing about like when we are training our dogs, we were training them to, quote, identify colors, but there's only like a couple colors they actually had the ability to identify. I think it was it blue and yellow? But there was very few colors they could identify. And all the other colors they just couldn't perceive. And so if you were like training them with, I don't know, like, I don't remember the colors they couldn't see. Was it red? If you're training with like a red ball or something, they just wouldn't, they would like struggle with it more than if you were using the colors that they could actually see. I'll have to look back at my training manuals because there's a whole section talking about like colors and the proper colors to use for dog training. Not just for like teaching them, you know, like colors and stuff, but just in general, that'll like make the training process easier if you use the right color. Dichromatic, they can only see two colors. See, now I'm trying to remember what those two colors are. But it is very interesting, like all the colors we're able to see. Like we're very lucky. And then there's like the concept of color blindness where some people don't see all the colors that we see. But it was blue and yellow? Okay, I was remembering correctly. At least they can see grass is green. Yeah, exactly. Like they can see at least, you know, the thing they love most. Great to think about is, yeah, exactly. Like the colors you see are not necessarily the colors that others perceive. That's such an interesting thing to think about. they have that whole test where they have like the colored dots on the page, and some people can see the word on the page and other people have no idea what you're talking about. That's so interesting. Like I said, we live under the same blue sky, but we certainly see it very differently. Oh. Someone's got the dogs worked up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's the 3 that I missed. There's another 3. Tina's really losing her mind. Most people tend to agree on what colors match those, so my blue isn't probably your red. Yeah, I agree. We're seeing different shades, but yeah, you definitely, we perceive, like, we both think of blue as the same general concept. Like, we both understand the sky is blue and see the sky is blue, but it might just be like a different shade of blue. And then hearing, I guess, is the same way. So interesting. Just missed this random area over here. Ooh, that's way too much paint. Let me clean that off. Well, that's just gonna be a little blobby. There you go. That's not too bad. Language impact on color perception is Ninja 2. Wait, there's languages that don't have a concept of green? Is that true? I had no idea. Huh. Why do they not specifically have green? I feel like green is such a common color. What is the replacement color for, like, what would they describe grass as? Hi. Is it a shade of blue? Oh, that's interesting. I don't know that Waba Grill sells Thai tea. What is Waba Grill? I don't think I've ever heard of that. Interesting. Is that painting right here? I keep finding more cities. You haven't missed much, honestly. While we've made progress, it apparently still just looks like splatters on a page. We're hoping it comes together. I do think it's starting to take shape. I just keep finding new spots that I missed. It's like really hard, especially at the ones that have both like 13 and 3. I think we got it all. I should do a Bob Ross stream. I tried Bob Ross paintings. It's a little rough for me. We could try it though. As long as, like I said, we have patience, because my painting skill is a little rough. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, let me close this color. I'm contemplating right now. Oh, that didn't snap closed. Oh my gosh, these are very hard to close. What color do I want to do next? I guess I should just go with 4, shouldn't I? I just found a 3! I found 3s! I just closed that! They're 4s now. You can't convince me otherwise. No one will know. They're 4s. I'll know, but it's okay because remember, we think this is just gonna be like a squint at the screen. Okay, so we're on number 4. Any 3s we see become 4s. Okay. We're flipping her over. Okay. This is what happened. Look, these 3s are on this side over here. They're like right here. How are you ever even to know? And then there's another 3. Right here. And then there's a little 3 next to a 4, but now it's just all a 4. Hehehe. Perfect. Okay. Any other 4? This 4 has a very, very, very chemical smell. We are not gonna sniff the paint. That's, I feel like that might be a little TOS. Just a little bit, you know? It is canvas. It's like it's like a thin canvas. Honestly, all things considered, like, it's holding up well. The paints seem to be of pretty good quality. Like, did it smell weird? Was it kind of odd, like, the way it was set up? Yes to all of that, but it's going down on the like, canvas pretty well. It has good coverage. I mean, the paintbrushes leave a little bit to be desired, but that's not the end of the world. We are gonna paint this 3 in. We're perhaps losing some detail to my lack of attention. Oh, I do see some more up here. But yeah, you know what? An hour ago I was like, wow, I don't think I'd ever do this again. I would like to take that back. I would do this again. Now that I see things like coming together, I'm like, oh, this is really cool. I like seeing this. I like seeing this, like, come to life. So anytime if you do too much, it's going to lose its effectiveness. Anytime you learn, you gain. Trees cover. These all feel like some Bob Ross quotes that we're adhering to. I lost track of my spot. Where was I? Oh, here's a 4. It's a little dangerous to look up while you're painting. You kind of lose track of your, I think this whole thing is 4. You lose track of where you were a little bit. There's a 1, the 5. This seems like 4. That's 14. Oh, this was 4, right? We're kind of playing a little fast and loose with where things go. But again, you know, we're making it our own. Holy moly, some dude researched the order in which languages make distinctions in colors. Wait, that's so cool. Wait, it looks better upside down? Like a cave with ferns on the ceiling? It does look like that, doesn't it? Oh gosh, maybe we'll just hang it upside down. It's gonna come together. I believe. I believe in the vision. Our maestro would not let us down. I'm getting a lot of paintability. Like, is paintability a word? I don't know, but I'm getting a lot of it from this. Like, we're on hour 3, and we're not even halfway completed with this. This is a long crafting project for $10. It's a good deal. Am I going to frame it? That's a good question. I don't know. If I'm that proud of it, I might brag. I might be like, yeah, I did that. You know? Sometimes you just gotta toot your own horn, yo. I have a couple of paintings. I used to do a lot of painting streams, and I had a few that came out really well that I was actually pretty proud of. I used to do a lot of Pokemon, like minimalist Pokemon paintings. And like I said, I had a couple that turned out so well that I still have them framed up on my walls. I take them with me everywhere. Well, I mean, by everywhere, I mean like every time I move to a new place. Not like I go to the grocery store and I have my like Evolutions minimalist painting with me. That might be a little odd. $10 plus shipping. Free shipping! I have free shipping. It was free shipping, so only $10. It was $9.99 to be exact, with tax. That's true, we're not at one. We're gonna have to drag it out to 2 streams just to get our money's worth. That's the name of the game, right? Forest not getting a lot of real estate on this painting, and I like the color of the forest. I'm kind of bummed out. It's just like, I don't know if it's being used as like a highlight color, which makes it even funnier that I was using it in random places. A lot of 14s. A lot of 14s. It's not even from the art store. This particular one was not from the art store, no. It was from Amazon. I have regrets. Some of my other stuff has been from the craft store, but not this guy. This one was just straight up, we got scammed. You feel like a few links on the Wikipedia language wrong. Oh no! Have you ever done Wikipedia racing? I've seen Wikipedia racing. It looks super fun. I think I'd be pretty good at it. I used to do like these competitions and it was kind of like that, except we would have like a dictionary or a thesaurus or like an actual physical one, or like a book full of maps and things, and we have to find very specific things within those books, and you had to have some knowledge about where things were and stuff, but a lot of it was just being the fastest at reading. And so it'd be like, what is the capital of New Jersey? And you'd have to go to the map and know that where New Jersey was, obviously in America, and like that. That's how it was. But it was for like the whole world. Finish it, then return it for your money back. Do you think the Amazon employees would keep it in their break room and frame it? Do you think they'd appreciate my art? No, y'all, like a true streamer, I have to monetize this and sell it to the highest bidder. For $1 whole, you can be the proud owner of this, shipping included. You know? What is it people say? You gotta head smash that like button. I don't know. What else people yell? Something. Subscribe. I guess it's more of a YouTube thing. What is the Twitch equivalent of smash that like button? Does Twitch have an equivalent? I don't know. Oh, I just got paint on my stand for my webcam. I'll take it for $1 shipping included. It'll bankrupt you. That's true. Oh my gosh, yeah, the customs paperwork would be a nightmare. Where was I? Was I here? I think I was here. Yeah, that's not something I want to figure out. That's a... no, thank you. Limited supply. Limited time offer. Twitch Prime. But, like, liking and subscribing on YouTube is free. What would be... I guess a follow would be the Twitch equivalent because it's free, right? Make sure to slap that follow button and... I think that's all you can do on Twitch for free. Twitch doesn't give you a lot of meme potential. They're coming for the memes! You can put made in the... I could put made in the USA. Wait, that's such a good selling point. That would be a great selling point. Might not have to do custom if it's a gift sender. Yeah, it's a gift under point. It's a free gift. I think it's more the follows showing up on the stream sometimes. Various hype trains where every follow gets a spin. Oh, yeah, that sort of stuff. Like subathons and things. Those scare me. I sometimes see like very small streamers because I try to watch... If I'm watching, like, I want to see, you know, what a game is like before I play it to make sure it's, like, good for stream. I'll, like, go to a small streamer's channel, and sometimes I see them doing subathons, and some of their subathon goals just make me so sad. It's, like, 5 subs, and I'll jump in a tank of rotten meat. It's like, what? Dude, that's, like, $10 for you. You need to... You need to calm down. I mean, unless that's just something you want to do and you're just, you know, arbitrarily making a goal for it so that it's, you know, a little more acceptable, then you know, pop off. You do you. But if you're doing it just for the subs, I feel like your goals are a little too low. When it crunches, that's why. You got the crunch Twitch ad too? Everyone, man, I'm gonna go to the grocery store tomorrow, y'all, and get a crunch bar just for y'all. Supporting the stream, you know? The ads work. They didn't even work for y'all. I didn't even watch the ad. I just got... The ad worked for me, not for y'all. I got bamboozled by my own Twitch chat. I haven't had like a chocolate or candy bar in a long time, actually. Twitch is bypassing my ad blocker, but not on you. We were actually talking about that earlier. Apparently, Twitch has once again added some more new like ad blocker avoidance stuff. They've upped the ante, if you will. Kind of wild. The one was assembled in the USA, not made in the USA. Oh, no, this is made in China, 100%. But now it's made in the USA because I made it. If your stream is just on the point where you can't quite... Yeah, when you're like, you can't quite quit your day job. You're like almost there, but you're not quite. And you just need to take it over the edge. Like, yeah, I could see that being extremely frustrating. It's like... I don't know. I always wonder about that. You always see people talking about, like, when did I know it was time? I was like, I don't know if there's any number that would feel good enough, because at least in America, because corporate health insurances, or like not, I guess, corporate health insurance is so unaffordable. Now, if Twitch or YouTube offered health insurance, which I know they wouldn't because you're not an employee of Twitch, that's the whole point. You're like basically a private contractor. But if they offered insurance to like big streamers, that would be wild. There we go. Okay. Think we gotta... Oh no, there's a big old 4 down here. I almost missed this big old 4. You can't even see it. There you go. Contractor insurance would be hilarious here with the minimum 70% of jobs. I don't know exactly how it works because, like, Twitch, I'm pretty sure you're considered like an independent contractor or something. I don't know how it works for every country, but I think in the US, because, you know, they pay you out. Unless it's just services rendered. I don't know how it works. I should probably look into that. Like I said, I've only ever gotten 2 payouts from Twitch. Because you have to hit a $50 threshold to get a payout from Twitch. So if you make less than $50, like my first payout took 5 years to see the money, and then my second one took like a year. So, and we might be on track for a year again, which is kind of exciting. But yeah, I don't know how that works for like actually big players in the industry. Do I paint my nails? No. It's a habit from when I was in the lab, because you don't really want like I wear glasses because contacts, you know, wouldn't be good if something like got in your eye. And like nails and stuff with wearing gloves all the time would get messed up, and so I just never really like painted my nails or anything. I never got into the habit after that, because it is a lot of work. It's very impressive when people are able to like commit to painting their nails, but for me it's just a little too much work at this point. And now I guess since I'm on a computer typing all day, they'll probably still get messed up. Oh no, the side of your painting needs some love. Oh, like here? I was gonna paint all the sides black when I was done, just to like frame things off. But I'm indecisive. I don't quite know yet. We'll have to see. I think this might... We still have so much 4 to go. I think this might be the last color we can do today, though, because it's already almost time for the animals eat pretty soon. So I don't think I'd have time for another color. Every color takes like 20 minutes or so. Kind of wild. All the detail work. Once you bought Taiki from Amazon. Oh, like stuff to make the tea? How is that? I always wanted to do like traditional tea making. Everyone tells me I would really like tea, but every tea I've tried I haven't liked. And I've been trying to like try different fruity teas because I thought I would really like that. And I like the idea of like, you know, the calmness of making yourself a tea, kind of like basically the ritual of tea making. It feels very calming, and that's what I want, is that very like calming feeling. But I just haven't found one I liked yet. And I've tried quite a few teas. I'll find one day. They all just kind of taste too grassy to me. Thai tea is a sugary drink. Oh, tea with lots of sugar. I see. Would you watch a nail art stream? Would you? That's a good question. Would you watch a nail art stream? I wouldn't be the one to do it. You can see my nails are kind of jank. But there's some very impressive nail artists out there. It would be a very interesting thing to watch. I drink a lot of like lemonades, which have a lot of sugar, so maybe I would be into Thai teas. I'm checking to see if I missed any 4s. I see a lot of 14s, but not. I think I'm good on 4s. I'm gonna check the edges as always. Okay. This whole side is an 8, so it's not gonna be hit for a while. You bought bubble tea? Oh, Thai bubble tea. It wasn't tea. Yeah, it sounds like it's very sugary. Okay. This is where we are right now. What do y'all think so far? I think this bottom is really starting to shape up. I think we might actually have a pretty good painting. What do y'all think? Like, I think it's gonna take another stream. We still have like 5. I think we did 6. I think we have 5, 8, 9. We have like most of this. We didn't touch this one at all. This colors 13, 14, 15. So we have a long way to go. It could go either way. That's true. It's kind of it's up in the air. It's dealer's choice at this point. But so far it's doing pretty good. You mix the tea with sweetened condensed milk, half and half, and sugar. Wow, that is a lot of sweet things. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I agree. Some of these colors I'm not quite sure about at the end. There's like these yellows and these peaches. We'll see. It'll be learning for us. Okay. Stream is, yeah. Let me bring this down. There we go. Now I can see. Bring myself. We'll get bigger. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Hello. Turn it upside down. See if the cave is still there. I already turned off the camera. Let me see. I'm kind of covering it here. Okay. Do you see the cave? I do still see the cave with like the stuff coming down. The cave does seem a little more promising right now, huh? But I think it'll get better. I think it'll get better. There we go. Yeah. Thanks for watching my mostly yapping stream. These streams are a little goofy, huh? We'll do the typical VTuber thing where like my face is the whole thing. Look, now we're professionals. We're professional. I always thought it was kind of funny when they like their whole face is covering. There you go. Now you get to see the bouncing of the eyes. Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's true. How close in can I get? Oh, this is the closest we can get. How's this? Is this enough pores? That's so goofy. I think I liked like here was pretty good. This is pretty good. I feel like it's a pretty good middle ground, if you will. You only recently started getting recommended VTubers? Really? What are your thoughts? Do you like them? Are you a big fan? I think they're cozy. I hope you find coziness in watching VTuber streams. Wait, did I kick off you getting recommended VTubers? Because that would be super funny if true. Like watching smaller VTubers with you. Yeah, exactly. I like smaller VTubers. They're very cozy. Nutella also says hello. Nose looks like a tree or lollipop that's zoomed in. Oh my gosh. Be nice to my nose. It doesn't wiggle. That would be so funny if it like wiggled. Wah. But yeah, I will be heading out now. I am I'm gonna go try to get golden marble rivals for the 3rd day in a row. Today is the day. If y'all believe, you know, then it'll happen. It's you don't let your dreams don't give up on them, you know? I have to find a place to put this. But yeah. I'm heading out. I hope you all have a good evening. And a good weekend. Yeah, don't sleep. I guess I shouldn't because it's a work week. We'll see. I hope y'all have a good weekend. Nutella also hopes y'all have a good weekend. She's gonna not stop this the whole time, but yeah. I will see y'all on Monday. Good night. Goodbye.